Diddy just got hit with 5 new lawsuits, so let's go ahead and deep dive each one of these right now. And of course, we are going to start off with one of the most shocking ones, and this is claims from a 13-year-old child at the time of this abuse. This woman filed a lawsuit against Diddy claiming that she was 13 years old when she was drugged and SA'd at a house party with Diddy. Back on September 7th in 2000, she was 13 years old and had a friend drop her off at Radio City Music Hall in New York City so she could try to attend the VMAs. And this was during the time that J-Lo and Diddy were dating when we watched them attend the VMAs together September 7th, 2000 in New York City. This woman claimed that the event started and then everybody started to make their way inside, and she didn't have a ticket, so she remained outside, and she was determined to get into an after party. So she approached several limousine drivers attempting to get into the VMAs. One of the limousine drivers that she approached told her that Diddy was looking for younger girls and this girl would fit what Diddy was looking for, but he was unable to get her into the award show, but he invited her to an after party. This woman claimed that the driver told her to return at 9:30 to 10 p.m., promising to take her to the after party, and later that evening she did return ready to go to this after party. She then would arrive about 20 minutes later at a big white house with a gated U-shaped driveway. Once inside, 2 men asked her to sign a non-closure agreement informing her that she could not discuss what happened at the party, and she gave them her name and signed the form, but she did not receive a copy. She got into the home. She saw a lot of celebrities, widespread drug use, waitresses carrying trays of drinks, and loud music playing throughout the house, and then she was offered a drink. She claimed that just after one drink, she began to get woozy and lightheaded and needed to lay down. So she was looking for a place to rest when she entered what she believed to be an empty bedroom so she could lay down, and she didn't lock the door. This woman also included a photograph of an example of what Diddy allegedly would use to insert GHB into alcoholic drinks. Claimed that after she laid down, Diddy, along with a male and a female celebrity, entered the room, and Diddy aggressively approached her with a crazy look in his eye and grabbed her and said, "Are you ready to party?" She claims that Diddy threw her to this other male celebrity that was in the room, and this celebrity began to remove her clothing. This celebrity would hold her down and SA her while Diddy and the female celebrity watched. And then after this celebrity finished, Diddy would begin SAing her while that man's celebrity and the woman's celebrity would watch. This woman claimed that Diddy then forced her to give oral to him, but she refused, and then he eventually stopped. She said then she grabbed her clothes, shoes, and she left the bedroom and ended up leaving the party, and she would go to a gas station where a female clerk noticed her distress and allowed her to use the phone so she could call her father to come pick her up. The next lawsuit is by a Jane Doe who claimed that she was SA'd and drugged at one of Diddy's famous after parties. On Memorial Day weekend of 2014, she claims that her and her 2 friends visited Las Vegas to stay at the Hotel Rio. She said while she was there, she met a man that identified himself as International Smooth. Smooth would invite her to this party and said that her friends were not invited because this was an exclusive celebrity party. Claimed that she looked this man up on Instagram and figured out that he was the promoter for Diddy's parties. She said when she arrived at this party, she met many celebrities, including Mary J. Blige, Lil' Kim, and Nicki Minaj, and she saw more that she didn't meet, but she took pictures and videos with many of these celebrities and posted them to her private Instagram page. This woman then claimed that she was introduced to Diddy, who greeted her and said that he hoped she had a great time at the party, and then eventually the party died down at Club Rehab, and she was invited by Smooth to an after party at Diddy's suite at Planet Hollywood Hotel. She said that once she got to the hotel, she talked to Diddy again, and he told her to help herself to the open bar, and she took photos of Diddy at this hotel room. Then went to help herself from the open bar, and she said after 40 minutes of having 1 to 2 drinks, she began getting woozy and lightheaded. This woman said that she went to tell Smooth that she didn't feel well and she would likely need to leave the party soon, and he directed her to an empty bedroom in the suite and told her to lie down until she felt better. Next thing that she remembers is waking up the following morning feeling very groggy and sore, and her entire body hurt and it felt difficult to move. She said as soon as she woke up, she saw that Diddy was in the corner of the room shirtless and yelling loudly with somebody over the phone. She noticed that somebody else had been in the bed with her, and out of fear and confusion, she remained silent about it until Diddy left the room and she heard the front door to the suite close. Then she would get up and she would leave the hotel and go meet back up with her friends and tell them exactly what just happened to her. The next lawsuit is by a man who said that he was SA'd at the Vodka party in Los Angeles by Diddy. This man claimed back in 2022 during a promotional party for the launch of Diddy's Ciroc vodka drink, he was SA'd by him. He said that he is a businessman and an owner of a family business specializing in renting luxury cars and jewelry, and he has known Diddy throughout previous years. He claimed that Diddy and him had a business relationship for many years, and Diddy would often rent vehicles and jewelry from himself. He said that Diddy personally invited him to the Ciroc party, and he accepted based on him and Diddy's relationship. This man claims once he arrived to the party, he saw many high-profile guests and he took photographs of Diddy and these other high-profile celebrities sitting on the couch discussing Ciroc business. And these are the photos that he took. And Diddy's face is scaring the crap out of me. He's like, why are you taking this photo? I wish so badly that these faces weren't covered. This man claimed that Diddy invited him into his private office and he thought that they were going to discuss business. However, he realized that Diddy was intoxicated and acting strangely. He said that Diddy would begin moving closer and closer to him, and then he began to remove his pants and expose himself. Then claimed that Diddy grabbed a hold of his private areas and began squeezing them in a rough and weird manner. This man claims that the situation began to escalate until a professional athlete that's shown in this picture above entered the office and Diddy stopped what he was doing. This man claims that as soon as this happened, he got out of there and left that party to return home. The next lawsuit is by a man who claims that Diddy and an unnamed celebrity SA'd him at a 2022 award show after party. This man claims that he is a personal trainer and worked with tons of celebrities and notable figures over the years. He trained a fashion designer who told him that she shared his videos and workouts with Diddy and he was interested in meeting him. He then claims that this fashion designer extended an invitation to him for him to attend an exclusive award show after party in Los Angeles hosted by Diddy. He said on June 27, 2022, a Lincoln Navigator arrived to pick him up to take him to Diddy's residence in Hollywood Hills. He said that once he arrived at this party, he was greeted at the door and he had to sign an NDA and he never received a copy of it. He claims that after he signed this NDA, Diddy's associates handed him a drink and told him that he had to drink this drink before he could enter the party. He said while walking through the party, he saw tons of celebrities at this party, and eventually an associates of Diddy guided him to a large room illuminated with red lights into a smaller room. He saw dozens of individuals, including several well-known figures who were engaging in group activities. He began to feel disoriented, dizzy, and weak, far beyond what he would expect from consuming a single alcoholic beverage, and it became clear to him that something was wrong. He said at this moment he realized that he was significantly impaired, and he said Diddy would begin to approach him and remove his pants and begin performing non-consensual acts on him. He said that Diddy would order him to perform other acts on other individuals in the room, as well as a well-known celebrity that is mentioned in this lawsuit as being Celebrity A. He said after him and the celebrity was finished, the celebrity spit into his mouth. He said he started to go in and out of consciousness from whatever was happening to him after consuming this drink, and he said while in and out of consciousness, individuals at the party forced him into these acts with both men and women. He said the last thing that he remembers before totally losing consciousness is basically being passed around this party like a party favor. He claims that after he woke up after being unconscious, he found himself back at his home without a shirt and without his phone, unaware who took him back to his apartment or how he even got there. Last lawsuit is by a woman who claimed that Diddy drugged her and SA'd her. This woman claims that she was SA'd December of 2022 after being invited to a party with Diddy. This woman claims she believed that she was drugged after something was put into her drink and she would go unconscious and then wake up at 6 a.m. and notice a whole bunch of different marks all over her body. These are all of Diddy's new lawsuits. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.